Hey everyone, and welcome back to English Time Daily. Are you getting ready to take a big English test like the TOEFL or IELTS? Feeling a little nervous? Don't worry, you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to dive deep into everything you need to know to walk into that test center with confidence and walk out with a score you can be proud of. We're talking about mastering the TOEFL with essential strategies for test day success and unlocking the secrets to a high IELTS score with a comprehensive guide. Think of this as your ultimate study hack session for crushing your English test. Ready to get started? Let's go. First up, let's talk about the TOEFL. This test can seem intimidating, but with the right approach, it's totally manageable. One of the biggest keys to success is understanding the structure. The TOEFL IBT has 4 sections: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. Knowing what to expect in each section allows you to build a specific strategy for each one. For example, in the reading section, you don't always need to read every single word. Learning to skim for the main idea and scan for specific details can save you a ton of time. For the listening section, practice is your best friend. Get used to hearing different accents and taking effective notes on the key points of the lectures and conversations. Don't try to write down everything, just the main ideas and important details. We'll get into the speaking and writing sections a bit later, but the core idea is the same. Know the format, practice the format, and you'll be miles ahead of the competition. Now, let's shift gears to IELTS, while it also tests your reading, listening, speaking, and writing skills. The format is quite different. For instance, the IELTS speaking test is a one-on-one interview with a real person, which can feel more natural for some people but more nerve-wracking for others. The key here is to be communicative. It's not just about giving correct answers. It's about showing you can hold a conversation. Don't just give one-word answers. Elaborate on your points, give examples, and don't be afraid to ask the examiner to clarify a question if you need to. Achieving IELTS excellence means using a wide range of vocabulary and grammatical structures. Instead of saying good, try fantastic, excellent, or marvelous. Instead of simple sentences, try to use more complex ones. This shows the examiner you have a strong command of the language. One area where many students struggle is writing, especially for the TOEFL. So let's break down my top 5 TOEFL writing tips you need to know right now. Tip number 1. Understand the prompts. For the integrated writing task, you'll read a passage and listen to a lecture. Your job is to summarize the lecture and explain how it relates to the reading. For the independent writing task, you'll express your opinion on a topic. Tip 2. Structure is everything. Use a clear introduction with a thesis statement. 2 or 3 body paragraphs with topic sentences and supporting details, and a strong conclusion. This makes your essay easy to follow. Tip 3. Use transition words. Words like however, furthermore, and in conclusion guide your reader through your argument. Tip 4. Manage your time. You only have 20 minutes for the integrated task and 30 for the independent. Plan for a few minutes to outline your ideas before you start writing, and save a couple of minutes at the end to proofread. And finally, tip 5. Practice, practice, practice. The more you practice writing essays under timed conditions, the more comfortable and efficient you will become. Whether it's IELTS or TOEFL, achieving excellence requires proven techniques for every section. Let's talk about some universal strategies that apply to both tests. For reading, actively engage with the text. Underline key phrases, circle important names and dates, and make notes in the margins if you're allowed. This helps you stay focused and makes it easier to find answers later. For listening, focus is paramount. Try to predict what the speakers might say next based on the context. And remember those note-taking skills we talked about. They're crucial here too. Capture the main points, not every single word. For speaking, speak clearly and at a natural pace. Don't rush, but also avoid long, awkward pauses. It's better to use simpler language correctly than to try complex phrases and make a lot of mistakes. Think of it as a conversation, not an interrogation. And for writing, always have a plan. Brainstorm your ideas, create a quick outline, and then start writing. This simple step can prevent you from getting lost halfway through your essay. So, we've covered a lot of ground on specific sections. Now, let's zoom out and look at the ultimate study hacks for both IELTS and TOEFL. The absolute number one hack is to prepare thoroughly with practice tests and study resources. There's no substitute for familiarizing yourself with the real test experience. Official practice tests from ETS for TOEFL and the Cambridge IELTS books are your gold standard. They give you a feel for the timing, the question types, and the difficulty level. Simulating the test environmental distractions, strict timing will build your mental stamina for the real thing. Don't just take the tests, analyze your mistakes. Why did you get a question wrong? Was it a vocabulary issue, a misunderstanding of the question? This analysis is where the real learning happens. Use a variety of resources like apps, websites, and prep books to keep your study sessions interesting and cover all your bases. Hack number 2 is all about test day itself. My advice: arrive early. There is nothing worse than running late and starting the test feeling rushed and stressed. Getting to the test center with plenty of time to spare allows you to find your room, use the restroom, and just sit and breathe. This small act can have a huge impact on your mindset. You want to walk into that room feeling calm, collected, and focused, not frazzled and out of breath. Use the extra time to clear your head. Don't do any last-minute cramming. At this point, you either know it or you don't. Trust in the preparation you've done. A calm mind is a powerful tool, and arriving early is a simple way to ensure you have one. Think of it as giving yourself a head start before the clock even begins to tick. Our third ultimate hack is to understand the test format inside and out to strategize effectively. We've touched on this, but it's so important it deserves its own spotlight. Knowing the format isn't just about knowing there are 4 sections, but it's about knowing the number of questions in each part, the types of questions you'll face, and how much time you have for each. For example, in the TOEFL reading section, knowing that the last question of each passage is a summary or chart question allows you to save a little extra time for it. In the IELTS speaking test, knowing that Part 2 involves a 2-minute talk on a specific topic allows you to practice structuring these mini speeches. When you know the rules of the game, you can create a personalized game plan. You'll know when to skim, when to read deeply, when to guess, and when to move on. This strategic advantage is what separates good scores from great scores. Hack number 4 is a classic, but is often overlooked. Manage your time wisely across all exam sections. Time is your most valuable resource during the test. Each section has a strict time limit, and it will not wait for you. Before you begin a section, take a quick look at the number of questions and do a quick mental calculation of how much time you can spend on each one. It's crucial not to get bogged down on a single difficult question. If you're stuck, make your best educated guess and move on. You can always come back to it later if you have time. Wearing a watch, if allowed, can help you keep track. For the writing sections, this is especially critical. As we discussed, you must allocate time for planning, writing, and proofreading. Rushing through your essay at the last minute because you spent too long brainstorming is a recipe for a low score. Practice under timed conditions is the only way to master this skill. Our final hack, number 5, is to use relaxation techniques to maintain concentration on test day. Test anxiety is real, and it can seriously impact your performance. When you feel stress creeping in, take a moment. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Inhale slowly through your nose, hold it for a second, and exhale slowly through your mouth. This simple act can lower your heart rate and clear your mind. Another technique is positive self-talk. Instead of thinking, "This is too hard," tell yourself, "I've prepared for this, and I can do it." Remind yourself that it's just a test, and your score doesn't define you. During breaks, make sure to stretch, walk around a bit, and have a small snack and some water. Don't talk about the test with other candidates, as it can increase your anxiety. Staying calm and focused is a skill, and just like any other skill, you can practice it. Your mental state is just as important as your English knowledge. So there you have it. From mastering the specific sections of TOEFL and IELTS to the ultimate test day hacks, you now have a complete toolkit for success. Remember to prepare thoroughly with practice tests, arrive early to reduce stress, understand the format to build your strategy, manage your time like a pro, and use relaxation techniques to stay focused. You've put in the hard work studying the language. Now it's time to let that knowledge shine. You've got this. Thank you so much for joining us today on English Time Daily. I hope you found these tips helpful and feel more confident about your upcoming test. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our future content. Let us know in the comments which tip you found most useful, or if you have any of your own to share. Good luck with your studies, and we'll see you in the next video.